Hey there, welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Lauren, this is Jenny. We're two of Festival's Mealtime Mentors, and today we're bringing the world to your table with a fun spin on an American favorite.
That's right, Lauren. Today we are making sloppy joes with something called the blend.
Yes, so if you haven't heard of the blend, it's actually a cooking technique that utilizes mushrooms mixed with any sort of meat to help add more flavor. It also cuts down the amount of meat you use. It impacts the nutrition. It's more sustainable. So many benefits of using the blend, and we're super excited to just share it with you today.
Yeah. So the first part of it is getting our mushrooms blended up.
Yes.
So we're going to use 8 ounces of white button mushrooms. I'm going to get them into our food processor here, and then some onion. And I'm just going to pulse these until it's finely chopped.
So we're looking for a similar texture to like a ground meat so that when it mixes with our beef, which is what we're using today, it's very similar texture.
Just gonna take a look. That actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. I think we can add that right to our...
Right into the pan.
Yes, so we've got a pan over here that's preheating. We're gonna add in our mushrooms.
Take this
out. Take that
yeah.
out. So in this recipe, we're using 8 ounces of mushrooms, so 25% mushrooms mixed with 75%. We're using a ground sirloin today. Yeah, we'll just use this to get most of them out.
And if you aren't a fan of mushrooms or have someone in your family that's not a fan of mushrooms, don't be afraid. You can't even taste them in this recipe.
No, and the whole point is not to actually taste the mushrooms. It's really just to help extend the meat, so save some money, add some nutrition. And what it does is it actually cuts down on about 25% of the fat because we're adding in mushrooms, a veggie, in place for what would be 25% of meat. Typically.
Yeah, and the mushrooms lend a really great umami flavor too. So it also makes it super, super juicy, which is something that you can't just get from meat alone.
Right, because mushrooms have a high water content as well. So I have both in here. I'm next going to add in our seasoning blend. So we've got salt, pepper, minced onion, minced garlic, thyme, oregano, and ground mustard. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So from here, we're just going to brown our meat and cook up our mushroom onion blend. So once we get that cooked up, you won't even be able to tell that the mushrooms are in here because it's all gonna look like meat, which is really cool. All right, so our ground beef is cooked, and as you can see, those mushrooms have completely disappeared because they have mixed with the beef, everything's cooked together, and you really would not be able to tell that there are 8 ounces of mushrooms in here.
Yeah, it's like magic.
Yes, it is.
You can trick your family.
All right, so we're gonna add in our sauce ingredients next. We've got tomato sauce. Oh, that seasoning blend smells so good.
It does.
A little bit of brown sugar, cider vinegar, and then some Worcestershire sauce, of course. So just going to mix this up, and we're gonna let it cook for just about 10 minutes until the sauce gets nice and thick, and then we'll be ready to serve it. All right, this looks so good. It smells so good awesome in here. The sauce is thickened really nicely, and as you can see, we can't see those mushrooms at all. So I'm gonna turn our heat down. I'm gonna serve this up for us on some whole grain hamburger buns.
But again, feel free to use whatever bun you prefer, or just eat it with a spoon.
Yep, that works too. So we're using the blend today in Sloppy Joes, but you can use a blend in lots of different dishes.
Yeah, this would be great in like lasagna or any sort of meat sauce you're making for pasta.
Yes, and actually in our meat department, we just came out with new blended burgers. So Festi burgers made with the blend. We both had them.
So good.
They're so good. And again, they have that great flavor But it's 25% less fat because of the mushrooms, which is really cool.
Yeah, yeah, super, super juicy burgers. So definitely check those out.
All right, should we get
give us a
sloppy
try.
with these sloppy
Yeah.
joes? Oh my gosh, these are so good.
So good. I love sloppy joes. I feel like it's such a like kid type food.
Oh, for sure.
Really brings you back.
We need potato chips though.
Yes.
Gotta have potato chips with sloppy joes. Well, we hope you join the Blenditarian community and give the blend a try.
And for more recipes and resources from your mealtime mentors, visit festfoods.com.